Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about luggage. I've had a motorbike, as you've perhaps seen on previous videos, and the Tiger that I've got, it's got the full aluminium panniers and top box and everything like that. But I do find the aluminium panniers on those quite weighty, especially on the sides and how far they stick out and everything like that. I think it's, for the two side panniers, I think it's just 12.5 kilos, I think, and that's a dry weight. So you've got all that on the bike before you even start putting your luggage in. Before you start packing up all your gear and everything like that. So I quite like the dry bags and everything like that. So onto the pillion seat, I do always have my top box and everything like that, because I do find that really good. Lockable top box for helmet and you know, any sort of devices that you've got, you can lock those away. And when you're camping and things like that, then obviously you've got somewhere to lock those away and lock it on the bike. So I did some research and everything like that, and I came up with the Wild Heart range. This is the 66 litre dry bag. They do a 40 litre and 100 litre as well, and I went for the yellow as well. On top of the bike, if you can add anything just to be seen and everything like that as you're riding along, I think it's a bonus. A lot of people don't like the yellow, they tend to go for the black, but these have got the fluorescent strips on and everything like that, so they're pretty good. So let's talk about the roll bag to start with. This, like I say, this is the 66 litre. It velcros up at the top. Nice big storage on there. I think it's about 700 wide, that is, by roughly about 300 in depth. It's really well made, this is. You've got this reinforced base on the bottom, and that going onto your seat, and also the onto the grab rails on the pillion seat there. It doesn't mark that at all. Sometimes you can, with the PVC, that can sort of put little rub marks on there if you're not careful. I did have that with another roll bag that I had, but it was did put it onto the grab rails and everything, used to just leave a mark. Anyway, so back to this one. Yeah, it's really well made. Good tape seams and everything like that, and these really good chunky connecting straps and everything like that. So basically, you literally sort of put your gear in, give it 2 or 3 rolls, and then it comes up at the side like that. Now, another nice little feature with this bag is that when you're rolling that down, because it is airtight and everything like that, you do end up with it puckering up, and then trying to get the air out and then roll it back again. But with this one, it's got this little air release valve, similar sort of valve to what you have on your self-inflating mats. So as you're rolling down and pushing down, the air comes out of there. It makes it really easy for packing down and everything. And then you just a couple of little twists like that, and it's locked off. It's 0.7 of an inch in thickness, and it's got that sort of reinforcing it as well. So it's really good. So that's that. Literally, when it's on the bike, you know, you can strap these over like that, and then put like your straps and everything to tie it down. It does come with other straps as well that connect into there, so you can actually anchor it with that, or just use independent ones. So yeah, so that's the Wild Heart 66 litre dry bag. Now going back to the panniers and everything, the aluminium panniers of the weight, just to give you that little bit more option for another storage. Again, I came up with the Wild Heart range as well. and they do these side panniers, leaving the frame, and I'll show you on another section later on, them actually on the bike, and utilising the framework and everything from the aluminium panniers, just to give them that little bit more stability. You can actually have these, as long as the exhaust isn't coming up too high on the bike, you can have these just independently without having any racking or anything like that. But like I say, you do have to be careful with the exhaust coming up. So on these, the beauty about these is they have this strapping system on in the middle here. Now that is a Velcro strap like that, and it is adjustable. Now it goes from 270mm up to 500mm to go over that back seat and everything. If it was any more than that, then you take away the Velcro strap. That then folds down level with the bag like that, and then you utilize these other webbing straps. Now that will allow those then to go up to 800mm wide. Really good. I've had them on the bike once. I'm doing a little couple of 3 days away with my mate in about a week or so. So what I'll do is I'm going to do a review both on the tent again and when it's set up, and also I'll show you these loaded on the bike as well, and tell you how to get on with those. Now again, it's a similar sort of roll top idea. Each one of these bags will actually take 25 litres is the maximum space there. 470 by 230 by about 300 again, something like that. So they're a nice size, but the beauty about something like this is they only weigh just over, I think it's about 2.5 kilos as a dry weight maximum. So you haven't got all of that load on the bike before you even start putting your gear in. Really again, really well made. The material on this is absolutely superb. Really strong and tough. You've got loads of sort of buckle systems here when the bags roll down like that, and then these buckles and come over the top, strap on there, and then you can tighten those up. And then you've also got these other little webbing sections here where you can put more straps in there if you wanted to hang things on the side, which I wouldn't. And then also you've got these other connections here, one there and then one there, and some more tabs here. And I'll show you that I've actually utilised one of those tabs there just to give it a bit more stability on the bike itself. Yeah, so all in all, a really good solid bag. I think these retail at 125 quid, which really I don't think is a lot of money. The dry bag there, a 66 litre, I think I paid 58-60 quid, something like that. And when that's on the bike, it doesn't come any further out than the panniers like that. And another nice thing about these, on my handlebars on the 1200 XRT, these actually are about level with the edge of the handlebars. On the hard luggage and everything like that, they're a little bit wider, so for filtering and everything like that, you know, these actually, when you're not looking behind to how wide your bike is, these I find are, for me anyway, just a little bit better. Okay, so that's it for now, but really pleased with them, and I'll get them on the bike, and then we'll have a little walk round, and you can see how they look. Right, so there we have it. The bags are all on the bike there. That's that Velcro section I was on about. See how nice and neatly it sits on the back seat there, and then onto the grab rails just under there. So yeah, so if you didn't have that Velcro section there, then you'd just rely on these two straps going across like this. It really fits neatly onto the brackets and everything, these brackets for the aluminium panniers there. And then I've just added these couple of little straps on there. You've got loads of points in here to add these on, but that just gives a bit more stability for it not going forward. There's another strap there which goes across and attaches to this one, just to stop those wobbling about like that. But all in all, they're really good. Fit nice and neatly and everything like that onto there. I think I might have said earlier on in the video that the casing of these, the PVC casing of these is 0.7 of an inch. It's actually 0.7 of a millimeter. I think if it was if it's 0.7 an inch, I think it'd be a lot bigger and heavier than that. Anyway, so yeah, but all in all, it's they fit on really nice. Really good alternative to the you know, a lightweight luggage. Good alternative to the aluminium. We've also got all these little tags on here if you wanted to strap anything on, like I said earlier, and the buckles and everything, they're really solid really. But yeah, it just fits on really nice and neatly. The other little added bit, the bag, the roll bag, if you did want that more storage, that just sits on there quite nicely, you know, tucks up on there really nicely. And then all these little toggles and connectors and everything can all be sort of interconnected if you wanted to, or just bring these down. They do come with straps and everything that just click into there, and then they can just anchor down onto the grab rails, or there's loads of points that you can bring those down to. But the beauty about that with the top box, it fits really nice and neatly up against the back. So there, yeah, you can see they're nice stable setup. I think that's it. When you're riding along, you need that stability and not feel that something's going to fall off. But for me, that just works quite nicely. And then, like I said earlier, the actual bag here doesn't stick out any further than the handlebars really, so for filtering purposes and everything like that's great. But the nice thing about these is that if you're not packing them up fully, then obviously your weight saving and everything, as opposed to the, again, I'm comparing it all to the aluminium boxes, but as opposed to those, you've still got that extra weight of those. They are a bit more secure, okay, you could argue that, but really if you're just going to go somewhere, you've got this for security as really. So if you're just going to go to a camp and everything, then they'll be ideal. So yeah, so that's it for now guys, and I'll give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one.